again. This is Shannon Eller from Brighter Tomorrows. I'm here with our blog once more from both sides of the couch. I'm here with Rachel Hopkins, who is also an LPC, a licensed professional counselor, as well as a CPCS, a certified professional clinical supervisor, who works here with me. She's part of our admin and supervisory team. She's going to talk to you a little bit about our topic for today, which is co-occurring disorders, and what does that really mean? Our workshop that we're featuring today is a clinician's guide to co-occurring disorders. Most clients come in, either if you're a client, a potential client yourself, or you're a counselor looking to treat clients, but most clients present with more than one issue. People experience quite a few different things before they feel like they are put in a position to come and seek outside help. Depression, anxiety, family conflict, marital conflict, conflict on the jobs, problems at school with bullying, grief, childhood issues left over, trauma, rejection, abandonment. All of those things come together, and sometimes they're just way too much for you to deal with, and sometimes as a client you feel like, I really need someone outside of my family, outside of my circle, that I can talk to about these things, even if you don't have it really pulled together in your mind that all of these things are playing together. Counselors, on the other hand, find themselves thinking co-occurring means mental health disorders plus substance abuse. It can mean that, but it can also mean quite a few other things. So I want Rachel to introduce herself for a second and say to you some of the things that we think about, in addition to the things I listed for you, as important components of co-occurring issues, and then we'll talk a bit more about that.
Thank you, Shannon. As she said, I'm Rachel Hopkins, and I have been here as a part of the team for almost a year now. When we're talking about co-occurring disorders, I think it's important to recognize that we're saying that an individual has several things that are going on with them. I think it's important to recognize, first off, that individuals are a individual and they have multiple needs, and it's important that we take that one individual, we do one assessment that will look at all the different parts of them, and then come up with a treatment plan that will include ways in which we can help that individual.
Address the various layers.
Absolutely. And so one of the things that we do within that assessment is look at psychological and environmental factors, and that's part of what you were mentioning.
And social factors.
Absolutely. We have individuals that come in who may be a part of the criminal justice system. I had over 15 years of experience working in the criminal justice setting. And I think it's really important to recognize that there is no wrong door. If you go back whenever I first started in the counseling arena, we had individuals that would show up at a mental health facility, and if they talked about using substances, they said, I'm sorry, we can't help you here.
They're referred out.
They referred them over to another facility. And the same thing vice versa. If you showed up to a substance use facility and you went in for treatment and you started talking about hearing voices, they said, oh no, we can't treat you here, and made a referral. So having an integrated treatment is very important.
And the Department of Corrections spearheaded this because there's only one federal dollar for those kinds of treatments. And the department very wisely decided to combine these and have that $1 treat mental health disorders and substance abuse disorders. A lot of times you hear people say that someone has to hit rock bottom, the elevator has to go all the way down to the basement before they can get treatment. The problem with that is sometimes they don't survive the ride. The elevator stops at every floor, and you can get out at any given time, whether it's mental health problems, family problems, personal, individual problems left over your childhood, substance. The elevator stops at every door, and this is a good place for the elevator to stop and you guys to come get in some help if you're interested in that. What are some things that we have on this assessment that we use, that we look for psychosocial stressors?
Absolutely. So it's really important that we look at the full person. So we're going to look and see, are they having problems in the education arena? Are they lacking a GED or high school diploma? Do they need to have additional support there? Are they currently under probation? Are they having to have mandated treatment programs that are required.
Through the courts, through DFACS, probation, parole.
Absolutely, those mandated programs, things such as anger management or parenting. Do they have housing? That's one of the things, having the community base is really important, because if they aren't connected to the community, it's really difficult for them to be able to survive. And you can go in and start treating depression, but if you're not looking at the other layers of the person, you're not going to get anywhere.
And transportation, childcare. Do they have insurance? A lot of things that are barriers to people receiving treatment. So we found that most of our folks that come in with co-occurring issues, they have housing, they have job readiness, they have education issues, they have sometimes substances, sometimes some serious mental or physical ailments. If you're on a cane, if the place that you're trying to receive treatment is really small and it's not handicapped accessible, sometimes they're cognitive issues, family violence issues, which brings on other safety types of concerns. And feeling like that you have the acceptance of both the counselor, the community, and your own family or your own acceptance in order to get the treatment that you need.
Absolutely.
So.
If you treat one thing and you don't look at the whole person, then you're going to be missing out on all those other things that are going on with them. Those other things are not just sitting there still, they're continuing on.
So quite frequently, there's loss of family support, their divorce is rising, there's spousal issues, their prior sexual or domestically violent or childhood issues that lead to codependencies and some self-medicating. The co-occurring is kind of the new term. It used to be called dual diagnosis. Before that, you might have heard it being spoken of as comorbidity. One thing that as a counselor I would like for you to think about is when you're having clients that you feel are co-occurring. Go through the 12 course functions. Screen them. Are they eligible or ineligible for your program? The intake, find out about them. Orientation, tell them about you. Assess. When we're doing assessment, we need to assess for strengths as well as the presenting problems, or we don't have anywhere to go to formulate our treatment plan. Individual counseling, family counseling, group counseling, crisis counseling, some psychoeducation. Every client that I have experienced benefits from some education around, okay, this is my problem. This is not just specific to me. I'm not unique and out there. I'm not able to handle things on my own. The referrals, good record keeping, and always consult with other clients. Always consult about your clients with other counselors. Again, supervision and consultation. There's always someone that knows something more than I know. I want to get the accrued wisdom of those people. Any county has a collaborative. In the collaborative, if you look on it, you like our county, Spalding County Collaborative.com, or your county may be, whatever your county is, but check that out. You'll get all the resources that your county has to bring to bear for you to have a good, strong referral and resource list for your clients. So we're going to kind of leave that there. If you're experiencing issues, you need help, as a client, give us a call, 770-468-7424. If you're a counselor and you want more information about treating this, check out the articles, check out the interventions, the link to our website for this particular training, A Clinician's Guide to Co-occurring Disorders. Please let us know if we can help you, and we'll look forward to seeing you again. Hey guys, I wanted to also give Rachel an opportunity in this week's blog as a separate component to kind of introduce herself and let you meet her, not just with the information she had about co-occurring disorders, but more about what her experience is, what she brings to this program for Brighter Tomorrows, and things that she does here.
Awesome, thank you. I am Rachel Hopkins. I'm a licensed professional counselor. I'm also certified in addiction counseling. I have been in this particular field for a little over 15 years. Worked in the criminal justice setting previous to coming here and being with you guys. Been here for almost a year. I've had the pleasure of leading team staffings This is an additional layer that we were able to add in that helps provide supervisory oversight and also gives counselors a chance to really talk about the cases and see what's going on specifically with those cases and get the support that they need in order to be able to make the best of treating these individuals. I also teach our in-house substance use disorder training that helps provide the education hours that individuals need in order to become certified.
Both by the Alcohol and Drug Abuse Certification Board and by the Georgia Addictions Counseling Association.
Yes.
Right.
And so those core hours are required, and this gives them an opportunity to come and be in-house to get those education hours. There is also an online component that Brighter Tomorrows Institute has that can allow individuals to do that online. I have had the opportunity to audit charts and provide oversight with looking at all of the client progress notes and those sorts of things in order to make sure that we have good clinical base on each of these things that we have. Also provide support to those individuals who are new to the field, either through practicum and internship,
Mentoring.
Or those that are just coming on board here to help let them see the things that are going on within a private practice, give them the support and the things that they need in order to make sure that they're moving forward.
Well, and too, with a large practice such as we have, large staff, a large client caseload, we have to be responsive and responsible with our supervisory practices. And I see every every counselor and intern here for their weekly supervisory hour sessions. I also see them as needed all week long so that I can support them in their professional growth and I can provide for counselor safety and client welfare and program integrity for my practice here at Brighter Tomorrows, that we're doing the very best that we can. We also felt like it would be a really good idea to break them down into small group treatment team staffings that Rachel is heading so that they can staff their cases with other clinicians, so they have an individual component with me and a group component. There's a lot of confirming research that says that's a very good model. We have a peer consultation model where admin is not present and the counselors are there together asking questions among themselves, practicing and learning the skill of consultation, which is on your same peer level, versus supervision, which is a level up. That is also used for training opportunities with these same workshops for our counselors to experience those articles and interventions in that particular approach. And we pair everyone with a mentor as well. So with those 5 levels of supervision, consultation, and professional oversight, we feel like that this is a really good model. If any of you guys as clinicians are interested in learning about our model as you're working in your private practice or as your practice grows and you take on new associate level counselors or interns, we'd be happy to share that with you. We have workshops that will help you with those things as well. Again, 770-468-7424, or our office number is 678-408-4622. We'd love to talk with you and help you with your journey as well. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Hey guys, Shannon Eller again from both sides of the couch. As I'm sure you figured out, we're a work in progress. We're certainly not professional videographers or bloggers, but we are enjoying having an opportunity to interact with you and showcase the things we do here, and hopefully bring some of you some help, whether you come in as a client and make appointments, or your counselors that would come and ask for workshops or other kind of educational opportunities, or you're just going to check out what we do every week. Whichever way, please avail yourself of the interventions and the articles because they're there for you as part of our giving back to the clinical community and to the community at large. Last week I know that you saw Donna and Candace. Candace does a great job, but you can only see part of her head, so I want to give her an opportunity to be showcased individually and let you know what she does here.
Hey, so my name's Candace. I gave a brief overview of some of the stuff that I do here. I've been here for 3 years. We talked about that last week. The awesome thing about Brighter Tomorrows is when I came in, I was fresh out of college. So I had a pretty big skill set, but I've had the opportunity here to really grow. So now I do the websites. I help create the blog. to help create the app. I run the 12 MFT online courses. Shannon does all of the grading, all of the papers and everything.
But you're the
like
TA, the
that.
teaching
And I do the
assistant.
TA. So
I'm
all
the
of the
professor,
technical,
you're the TA.
yes, all the technical assistance comes from me. All of the publishing, once it's been approved by Shannon, I send it off to be copyrighted. I upload it to Amazon. Right now we're working on our first published book, Healing from Sexual Abuse and a Layering Approach.
Which is selling on
Mhm.
Amazon.
It
For
is.
those of you that have purchased it, thank you so much.
Yes, and we're working on having that available through the Kindle. That's the new thing we're trying to do now. Right now we're working on manuals, so all of our stuff here is manualized. I do all of the employee charting. I do all the supervision charting. And I help do most of the mandated programs, the DUI school, the CE. I help get all that paperwork together. And so it's kind of a wide array of tasks, but it's all together, and we keep it
It's
keep it going.
integrated.
Yeah,
yes.
it's all integrated. It all kind of flows together.
We have enough admin staff now to support the big counseling staff we have, which is one of the reasons why, as we do this, I want to showcase the different admin personnel that we have, because that is the backbone. The counselors see the clients and keep the clinical side going, but without a strong administrative staff, the counselors would not be supported, and we'd grind to a halt.
Yes.
The great thing about being here, and I think you would agree with this, you don't have to know. Our approach is we'll figure it out, and we can do it better.
We
Yes.
can do it together.
Do it
Yes.
together, and we can do it better. And we have, without a kind of mindset and philosophy, put quite a few different programs into place. Sometimes we have to back out and redo things because we find out that there is a better way.
Mhm.
But ultimately, when we're satisfied with our product, we feel like that it's a really high standard of quality
Yes.
product. So that's why we encourage you to check out the trainings. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised if you're a counselor at how much information you get in any of these workshops as a client. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at what an open, conducive, friendly, supportive environment it will be for you to come in and sit and talk with someone.
Mhm.
Let us know how we can help you. 770-468-7424 is my cell. The appointment line is 678-408-4622. If you're a mandated client with probation, parole, DFACS, court, DUI, parenting, theft prevention, MRT, divorce recovery, mediation recovery, we have a large program that will help with that. So please let us know. Thanks.